One day, a young man approached Buddha and asked him, Venerable Sir, can you teach me some of your teachings, but in simple terms? Then our Supreme Buddha asked him, Do you have a son? The young man replied, Yes, my lord, I do have a son. Does your brother have a son? Yes, my lord, he does have a son. Do your neighbors have a son? Yes, my lord, they do. Does a person not known to you personally have a son? Yes, my lord, he does. Well then, tell me, if your son died, how sad would you be? Venerable sir, I would feel so sad. I would feel my entire world had collapsed. All right. What about your brother's son died? How sad would you be? I would feel sad, but not to the extent as if my own son died. All right. What if your neighbor's son died? How sad would you be? Venerable sir, I would feel sad, but not to the extent as if my brother's son died. What about the person not known to you personally? If his son died, how sad would you be? I would feel sad, but not to the extent as if my neighbor's son died. Then Buddha said, Well then, tell me, the level of your sadness is relative to your what? The young man, after thinking for a moment, and said, Venerable sir, I think the extent of my sadness is relative to how much I hold the feelings of this is me or mine. Then Buddha said, Now you can understand, right? When you took your son to the beach, didn't he play with sandcastles? Yes, my lord. When I took him to the beach, he did play with sandcastles. When his sandcastle was broken down by the ocean waves, didn't he cry there? The young man replied, Yes, my lord. He cried a lot there when it was broken down by the ocean waves. The Buddha asked him, Did you cry too? The young man replied, No, my lord, I didn't cry. Why didn't you cry? I didn't cry because I knew it was not permanent. I knew that it was impermanent. But my poor son didn't know about it, and he thought it was permanent. Then our Supreme Buddha said to him, There is no any big difference between you and your son who cries over a sandcastle. Then Buddha said, Now you can understand the point, right? There is not a big difference between you and your son who cries over a broken sandcastle until you see the true nature of this life.